yeah, you finally get to see my face. I usually don't put makeup on or do my hair for a video because only my hands are going to be on the video. So welcome to my crafty space. I'll give you a little tour. I mostly am doing this video because there was a few requests, but also because it's tidy right now because we just switched it around. This Calyx unit from Ikea behind me was on the opposite wall, and the desk where I'm sitting at, or table where I'm sitting at, was on the wall behind me. And I have a really great view from my window, but it's a south facing window. So I do have the sun shining on me. As you've seen in some of my videos in the wintertime, the sun is so low in the sky that it just shone right onto my work. So I'm hoping, and that's usually in the afternoon on that side of the room. So I'm hoping now in the afternoons, the sun will be shining on that side and not on this side here. So I'll be able to make videos without so much sunlight on them. And I'm also going to eventually invest in one of those pull down blinds that diffuse the light, but those are quite expensive and I want to get a nice one. So, you know, everything in good time. So I'll just give you a quick tour of my room and how I have things right now. And that's subject to change because as soon as I find something that works better, I do that. So I'll flip the camera around and show you what it's like in here. Okay, so here is a little tour of my crafty space. This is my Ikea Calyx unit, and I'm going to show you right off the hop, I've got this little messy area over here. This is all items that I'm hoping to sell at a retreat that's having a garage sale coming up. So I've been organizing and sorting and getting things together that I don't really need anymore and I want to sell. So here's my Calyx unit, and it's not super tidy, but these are tidy because I just cleaned them out. And I bought these inserts. So these are just a full insert that slide into the whole unit. And I bought them at Ikea in Canada. At the time, I posted on an online forum for Close to My Heart makers, and the American makers said they couldn't get them in the States. So maybe you can get them now, I'm not sure. Or if you live close to Canada, you can come for a trip and get them cheap because our dollar's worth play money. It seems like to us anyway. Anyways, and I just like to decorate the top. I got my A for Amy and my Close to My Heart 15-year thing up there, and you know, some pages I've made and some family pictures and stuff. And this is an older sign as well, like a frame from Close to My Heart I bought back in the day, and I just have a few cards up there for decoration. And here is the little puppy spot, although she's too young right now to really want to go there. Here's another little mess that has to be organized yet. That's more items that I want to sell that I have to go through. So I just bought this table here. It's from Ikea originally, but I bought it off of Facebook Buy and Sell. I love Facebook Buy and Sell. And she had this little tabletop in the corner here. Like you can see there's a line here. Well, this tabletop in the corner here wasn't, oh, you can hear a train going by my house. Good old prairie living. Anyways, this tabletop in the corner, she just didn't have legs or anything for. She said you could switch the legs from this table over. But I just propped it. I had a different Ikea rack that I hardly ever use. So I've got it in the back corner there holding that table up, and it's just giving me that corner space. And then I've propped it up on this side on my old kitchen table, which I painted white, and I painted my old kitchen chairs teal. This is way back when I started having a craft room. Now I'm at the point where I really want a chair on wheels that is more comfortable than this. I'm getting too old to sit on these. My back gets sore. So I am planning to, I am looking into a chair, scouring Marketplace. So this is my south exposure window. It is a very cloudy, cold day. We have had an exceptionally warm spring. I don't know my temperatures in Fahrenheit for the American ladies. You'll have to Google that, but we've had lots of 25 to 35 degrees this spring, and we are getting a bunch of rain, and it's needed. We have a lot of forest fires. So yeah, so that's our view, and that will always be our view because this land back here belongs to the research station. So the Alberta Research Station. They don't sell land, so this is what we get to look at. It's beautiful. But it's windy and stormy today, and this is the roof to it's like a tin roof to a little covered area we have in our backyard. So you can imagine there's a lot of glare and light coming off of here. So I love the natural light, but I need something to diffuse it because it's a bit much sometimes. So, and these curtains are really just kind of sheer decorative curtains. I volunteer at a local thrift store that raises money for my children's Christian school. They raise money for tuition relief because we pay tuition for Christian schooling. And that's where I get a lot of stuff. So these curtains are from there. I think this mat's from there. Like so many things I have are from there. This organizer is from there. I have some bounce or whatever dryer sheets here for this machine. I don't know if you know that trick, but if you put the dryer sheets with when you have an intricate thing to cut, then the little pieces stick to the dryer sheets and you don't have such a difficult time getting all the little bits out. These baskets I just bought at Dollar Tree, and I just got this at the thrift store as well, and I plan to hang it somewhere. I'm not sure if a picture's going on it or organization. This is my Canon selfie. I like it. I would like a better printer someday, but I wanted to see what it was like to print my own pictures and if I would enjoy it. And I do enjoy it quite a bit because I always find it very daunting to send all my pictures in. But I do kind of miss having that big pack of pictures and just not having to first print my pictures and then do a layout. I would just look through them and go, what do I want to do this time? Now I have to go through my phone and there's a whole extra process before I can start scrapbooking. This corner here, I'd like to get more organized. We just moved the room around, so we sort of plunked everything there. I've got a couple of different bins there, different style bins. These here are from the dollar store, and I keep all larger pieces of patterned paper. This is all neutrals and this is all colors. As you can see, they've gotten a little kinked up from moving the room around. I'm sure that's when that happened. And I try to keep, like these ones here are mostly finished layouts, some organization of some bulk sheets of paper. I keep the page protectors, new page protectors in there. I keep my stencils in there so that they lay flat. And a few different things. I have some empty spaces, so I'm still considering how I might change things around. But this here is like all the current papers and some excess cardstock that I can't fit in my cardstock bin. And I absolutely love my cardstock bin. So this here is my cardstock bin. And I've had it for years. It's a magazine bin from Jisk. And I just love it because I can just page through it and get the cardstock I want, the color I want out of it. And I used to go to retreats a lot and sell it by the sheet, and this was super handy for people to go through, and the corners stay nice and crisp. It stays pretty good in there. And I always wanted to get more of these bins, but they don't have this magazine rack bin thing anymore. This is just a tool stand. It's from Winners, I believe, Marshalls. Some people call it Marshalls. Here's another little messy corner on my printer. It's all paper pieces that I have to sort into these guys here. So haven't gotten to that yet. Yeah, so this is a bunch of tools, and then I have some more tools over here in this cute little milk carrier. It still has the price tag. It was $1 at the thrift store. So super cute. I decided to buy it. I needed it in my craft room. And I just got this tower, and I had hoped that all my stamps would fit in it, but these are too narrow. So I put some other things, some pocket cards and some other tools and my embossing folders that I don't use a ton in there. And these baskets are holding, as you can see, my blocks. I've got my shimmer brushes and those metallic paint pens are in there. And I've got pretty well all my stamps. I have more stamps in this, quite a few more, but these are pretty well all the ones that I'm using right now that I will either never part with or are current, or yeah, ones that I want to keep. But I do have a bin, probably has about this many in it, that I want to sell because I haven't used them in a while. And you know, your family grows and you have different needs, like not little kids stamp sets. And if I get grandkids, which I hope and pray I do, then I'll buy new baby stamp sets, right? You always want to buy new things, and especially when you're a maker and you're trying to show everything. So yeah, these baskets are just new from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to see how I feel about those. I used to have these Ikea baskets that were a little taller, so I'm not sure if I'm going to love this, but this is how I have it right now. These are also all from the thrift store, but they're Ikea square block things, and I've built my own little storage area here. And I do want to get a better stamp pad, storage system. These are my ink pads, and it's not the best system because of course I have to like grab a whole stack to find the one I want, but it is quick at hand. It's right in front of me. So I do like that I just can reach for it. I've been looking at some different things, so maybe I'll do an update when I come up with something better than this. So this is my collection of new ink pads, these two, and then these two stacks, and then these are my older ones. And I still use my older ones a lot because I am on a budget and I can't just buy everything, even though I'd love to. Here's my videoing system, which is not super exciting, but it works for me. And this is a Happy Light from Costco that I use for just giving me that perk of having the UV, and also it really helps light my pages when I'm doing videos because it gives that real natural light. And then I counter the natural light from the window on that side kind of. So this I highly recommend. And I got this at the thrift store as well, but you can get them at the dollar store too. They're not as high quality. This is a Creative Memories one, but it's a thrift store buy. I sort all my papers, not this big piece should be in these, but I sort all these papers in colors, families, and then if I ever make cards or I ever need just a little piece for a matting or something, I can check in here first to see if I have a piece of the right color. And it's nice to take somewhere if you just want to go somewhere and make a few cards. It's just so handy. I just take this whole thing with me and some card bases and a few stamp sets, and I'm ready to roll. So, and I also didn't talk about the Ikea cart that I have here. I have a lot of embellishments and things that like the pop tape, these little embellishments and things like that in the top, just to have at hand when I'm finishing up my pages. And then I have punches in the second level, and down below I have some of the older markers and stuff. I don't get down there very often, like it's not handy down there, so there's some pocket cards, and it's not really it's a little bit messy down there. But my other markers, I do have some more of the Spectrum Noir markers, and they're in this stand here, where I've got all my inks and pencils and coloring things in here. So anyways, I hope that wasn't too shaky of a camera and that you enjoyed the tour, and I will catch you next time on my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.